If I were to ask you what it takes to succeed, how would you respond? Would you mention intelligence, hard work, or perhaps a bit of luck? Maybe you'd suggest opportunity, education, or connections. While all of these factors undoubtedly play a role in achieving success, they are not the fundamental elements. They do not form the bedrock of enduring success. Throughout my career, I've had the privilege of interviewing many titans of industry. Self-made millionaires who never set foot in a college classroom, inventors who faced countless failures, and leaders who began with nothing but a vision, and yet went on to build vast empires. What truly separates these individuals from the pack, the one crucial factor that guarantees lasting success, is the focus they maintain on three essential principles: definiteness of purpose, self-discipline, and faith. These are not mere suggestions. They represent spiritual, psychological, and practical laws. Ignore them, and you risk drifting aimlessly. Master them, and you become an unstoppable force. Let's delve into each of these foundational pillars, starting with the first and most critical: definiteness of purpose. A man without a purpose resembles a ship without a rudder, easily swayed by the winds of chance, reacting to every distraction that arises. In contrast, a man who possesses definiteness of purpose is like a precision-guided missile, laser-focused on his target and immune to diversions. To succeed, you must know exactly what you want, not in vague terms, but with absolute clarity. The universe does not reward confusion. It responds to clarity and desire, vision and direction. I urge you to ask yourself this crucial question: what is my one definite chief aim? Not 10 goals or 5 dreams, just one, the singular obsession that overshadows all others. This is the purpose that ignites you, that stirs you awake each morning with zeal, prompting you to forge ahead even on challenging days. Until you identify this purpose, you may find yourself experiencing a quiet frustration, achieving things that feel disjointed and hollow. The energy and momentum behind your efforts will be diluted without a central aim. Once you define your purpose, make it a ritual to write it down, visualize it each day, and articulate it aloud until it becomes imprinted in your subconscious mind through repetition. When your purpose intertwines with your very being, it becomes more real to you than the circumstances surrounding you, empowering you to make quicker decisions, say no with ease, and recognize opportunities the moment they appear. Definiteness of purpose is not about rigidity. It is about direction. It infuses meaning into your discipline, urgency into your time, and clarity into your vision. Without it, your days may drift aimlessly. But having established your purpose, we must address the second pillar: self-discipline. This is where many people falter, not due to ignorance of what to do, but because they struggle to execute consistently. Success is the compounded result of daily decisions, consistent actions taken over time, aligned with your purpose. Self-discipline serves as the bridge between intention and execution, the key that transforms half-formed dreams into structured plans and measurable progress. Discipline is often unglamorous, boring and repetitive, and yet it is the root of greatness. Without self-discipline, talent goes to waste, vision scatters, and momentum fades. Reflect on this. What are the 5 non-negotiable actions you must take daily to further your purpose? Commit to undertaking these tasks, regardless of whether you feel motivated, tired, or inspired. Self-discipline is not about punishment. It's about realigning your behavior with your beliefs and your time with your vision. The more you embrace the practice of discipline, the more effortless it becomes as your subconscious begins to identify with the image of a person who follows through. As your identity aligns with your actions, those actions begin to happen automatically. Discipline also involves subtraction. It's not just about what you start doing, it's about what you stop tolerating. Eliminate distractions, silence the noise, and eradicate procrastination. Say no to anything that doesn't serve your ultimate purpose. This isn't harsh. It's loving yourself and your future, so much so that you refuse to jeopardize it for fleeting pleasures. Yet even the pillars of purpose and discipline alone are insufficient. They must be complemented by the third pillar, faith. When I speak of faith, I do not mean naive optimism or mere wishing. I refer to an unshakable belief in a greater power, the force that responds to your thoughts and amplifies your actions. It is a power beyond logic, yet confirmed by tangible results. You must possess a deep-seated belief that you are being guided, that your purpose was bestowed upon you for a reason, and that your desires are divinely inspired. When you align with your calling, the universe conspires to support you. Faith is the fuel that sustains you through slow progress, closed doors, doubt, and fear. It is in those critical moments that your faith must overpower fear, affirming, "Even though I cannot see it yet, I believe it is coming." Real faith is not passive nor silent. It is active, courageous, and powerful. Many people err by waiting for a sensation of readiness before they take action. But readiness is not a feeling. It is a decision. True winners are those who act despite their fears, allowing faith to propel them into the unknown. When you embody the principles of definiteness of purpose, self-discipline, and unwavering faith, you evolve into a person who is magnetic, drawing people, resources, and opportunities that resonate with your mission, not because of luck, but because of universal laws. The law of cause and effect, the law of vibration, the law of attraction. Your energy shifts, your demeanor alters, your language transforms, and your surroundings begin to mirror the power you have claimed within you. However, truly embracing these principles is not a one-time event. It demands continuous effort. It is not merely something you try, it becomes an intrinsic part of you. You become a man of purpose by living out that purpose daily. You transform into a man of discipline through consistent action. You evolve into a man of faith by choosing to believe every day. Over time, the chasm between your current reality and your aspirations narrows. Not because the world shifts, but because you mutate and grow. You will start to think, speak, and act differently. People will take notice. They may not comprehend what has changed, but they will sense it. This is the power of alignment and inner congruence. Now, I challenge you. What is your singular chief aim? What non-negotiable disciplines will you engage in daily? What beliefs must you cling to, regardless of external circumstances? If you can answer these questions, you will harness more power than most people ever unlock in a lifetime. You will no longer chase success. You will create it through focused intention, alignment, and resolute will. Now that you grasp the triad of purpose, discipline, and faith, you have to apply these principles actively, integrating them into the very fabric of your life. Merely understanding them is insufficient. They must become vibrant, dynamic forces that shape your daily experiences. Let's deepen our understanding of these pillars. Purpose is not a static declaration. It evolves, matures, and sharpens over time through trials. To center your life around your definitive chief aim, each choice, commitment, and expenditure of time must pass through the lens of this aim. If an opportunity arises that does not serve this purpose, it must be cast aside, no matter how enticing. Any relationship, habit, or responsibility that competes with rather than complements your purpose must be courageously removed. Success necessitates not just addition, but subtraction. When you affirm your commitment to your definite chief aim, you simultaneously reject anything that diverts you. Write your purpose where you can see it each day, speak it aloud each morning, and visualize it with emotional intensity until you experience it as an imminent reality, already set in motion. Now, ponder the question: what kind of man embodies this purpose? How would he think, speak, walk, and behave? Now, act as that man, not when conditions are ideal, but right now. This is not a trivial matter. Your future depends on it. Definiteness must be precise. If it's ambiguous, your subconscious cannot engage effectively. Vague aspirations such as, "I want to be successful," will yield nothing. You need to state, "I will earn X dollars by date Y through method Z while serving this type of person." Give your mind a clear target to aim at. Make it tangible, timed, and specific. The subconscious responds not to maybe, but to certainty. Next, let's intensify our understanding of self-discipline. Remember, you are not merely a collection of habits. You are the architect of those habits. As an architect, you hold the power to choose what to create, reinforce, or dismantle. Discipline does not stem from motivation. It arises from clear, conscious decision-making. It's the ability to perform necessary tasks, even when you don't feel like it. Every time you act, despite your feelings of resistance, you strengthen your identity as a disciplined individual. Your commitment to discipline is forged in the fires of resistance. Do not flee from discomfort. Embrace it. Recognize it as a sign that your old identity is being transformed. Reflect critically on where you compromise and eradicate that compromise. Discipline is about identifying what to stop tolerating: false excuses, mediocre efforts, and emotional reactivity. These are indicators that discipline has not yet rooted itself in your life. 2. Cultivate discipline. Develop rituals, systems, and prompts that promote excellence. Make self-discipline your default mode, not through pressure, but through conscious design. Rise at the same time each day. Safeguard the quality of the first and last hours of your day. Plan ahead before sleeping. Exercise regularly, and nourish your mind with empowering content. Refuse to negotiate with your standards. This is how the extraordinary becomes commonplace, through rhythm, repetition, and unwavering commitment that culminates in an identity deeply rooted in discipline. When discipline is ingrained in your mindset, you no longer ask, "Do I feel like it?" Instead, you inquire, "Does this serve my vision?" This shift alone will position you distinctly from 95% of people around you. Lastly, let's explore the nature of faith. Not religious dogma nor superficial positivity, but profound, activated faith. This is the kind of faith that does not await visible evidence to take action. Faith is a force that creates, sustains, and commands reality. What you believe, you ultimately become. Not because belief is some magical incantation, but because what you believe shapes your behavior, and behavior generates results. If you believe you are destined to achieve something great, you will rise above the challenges that cause others to quit. If you maintain conviction that your vision is attainable, you will disregard distractions that thwart others. If you trust that the outcome is inevitable, you will move with patience and alignment. Here's an essential truth. The universe aligns with the level of your faith. A man who believes only halfway receives only halfway, but a man who demonstrates steadfast faith, even in the absence of visible evidence, becomes magnetic. People will sense this conviction. They will feel it, trust it, and the circumstances surrounding them will bend to accommodate it. Faith is quiet. It does not boast or plead. It stands firm and acts boldly, speaking with unwavering confidence. It is crucial to remember that faith must be directed. You cannot simply believe in yourself in an abstract way. You must have specific beliefs about your ability to fulfill your mission, achieve your goals, overcome hardships, and complete the work laid before you. Write these beliefs down, articulate them aloud, express them during moments of solitude, and stand firm against fear. Understand that faith does not equate to the absence of fear. Rather, it signifies mastery over it. It is the conscious choice to acknowledge, yes, doubt exists, but it will not control my actions. Every time you select faith over fear, you claim more space for your purpose. Now, I pose these questions to you. Do you genuinely believe in the purpose you have established for yourself? Do you trust your ability to remain disciplined through any circumstance? Do you speak and act like someone who knows their success is already accomplished in the unseen realm? This is the standard to strive for, and anything less deserves to be dismissed. The individual who possesses definiteness of purpose, self-discipline, and unwavering faith is not ordinary. This person does not wait for opportunity. He does not merely wish for success. He decides, takes action, becomes, and in doing so, transforms not only his own results, but his entire life experience. He experiences inner peace because his purpose remains clear. He exudes a sense of power as his actions remain consistent. He achieves tangible progress because his belief stands unbreakable. This individual seeks no external validation. He is self-validated through his habits. He experiences no fear of failure. He utilizes it as a stepping stone. And he does not envy the success of others. His focus is firmly fixed on accomplishing his own mission. If you have followed me this far and resonate with these truths, recognize that you are that person in the making. You are no longer pursuing success. You are constructing a life that inherently guarantees it. If you've engaged with this journey so far, you recognize that you are seeking something far more profound than surface-level strategies. You are not asking how to stay motivated for a fleeting week or how to feel better when life becomes challenging. No, you are intent on mastering something profound, on crafting a mode of existence that remains unshaken by the tumult of circumstance, unbroken by temporary setbacks, and ever rising above mediocrity with every breath. You seek to embody a life defined by purpose, characterized by discipline, and fueled by unyielding faith. Now, it's time to learn how to cultivate, protect, and amplify these qualities. This starts with acknowledging an essential truth. What you focus on expands. Most individuals live in a state of distracted urgency, tackling too many tasks, pursuing too many goals, and absorbing a barrage of noise. Consequently, they find themselves caught in cycles, busy, drained, and confused, chasing after success instead of embodying it. Yet you are different. You possess clarity. You understand where to direct your focus. The next question is, How will you safeguard that focus in a world overflowing with distractions? You must create an environment that reinforces your top 3 priorities: your purpose, your discipline, and your faith. No matter how potent your mindset, if your surroundings contradict your vision, your willpower will falter. Alignment is fundamental. Ask yourself, does my environment reflect my purpose? What adorns your walls? What fills your phone? Who occupies your space? What insights resonate in your daily conversations? Do these influences inspire greatness or perpetuate limitations? You cannot cultivate a mindset for success while mired in mediocrity. The subconscious does not filter input. It absorbs everything. Therefore, if your environment does not continually remind you of the person you are growing into, you are passively permitting yourself to be pulled backward. Change your surroundings. Create reminders that anchor you to your purpose. Establish an inspiring environment that revolves around your objectives, eliminating any elements that divert your focus. This is the path to maintaining and multiplying your success. Remember to reinforce the principles of definiteness of purpose, self-discipline, and faith in every aspect of your life. Commit to cultivating these qualities relentlessly, ensuring they become rooted in your identity. By doing this, you are not merely striving to succeed. You are creating a successful life that will yield the results you desire. With focus, alignment, and resolute action, you will build a life of purpose, discipline, and unwavering faith, becoming the architect of your own success. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with more motivational content. Like, share, and comment to support our work and spread the message.